Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope it tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. It's their first effort on goal.
Sara clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
And we have our very first corner. Palmer with the short one. Gets into some space. Here it's a terrific header. And now they can spring out of defence. Ahmad just eases him off the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now, what about a counter-attack? Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Sara. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Jadon Sancho here is simply a great winger. He has pace to burn, but it's the technique that makes him such a feared dribbler. I think when players in that position can marry the technique to the pace, then they can be devastating, and he's the kind of guy a lot of fullbacks won't fancy facing.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Palmer out towards the flank. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. He's gone for goal! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Cherki! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Valencia might just make this. Can he spark a counter here? Threads one in. Valencia. Gusto has it out wide and in space. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Ajax have their second corner now. Palmer goes short. That's tidy. Now here's the delivery. Yilmaz! Takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Now it's Højlund. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Valencia. And it's Gusto. And he's had a hit! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Can he get on the end of this? Yilmaz with the cross.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Menu. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nicely weighted ball. Plenty to wait. Decent chance! And it's a goal! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Sancho, who's on a run down the left wing. Ibanez. Ajax are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Palmer. And that interception was most necessary. Chance! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. Oh, shooting chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Ajax really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Quality ball. Palmer. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Palmer. He's dealt with that really well. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, that's a key interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Played into space out wide. He is through here. Could be danger here. Sara. Well, that has not gone well. Cherki knocks it into space. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Sara.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now, can they get him away? Palmer. That's Cataldi. And it's Enrique. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Ahmad. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Pass is just off target. Caio Enrique. And here's Valencia. Sara knocks it out wide. Oh, well played. Højlund does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And it's Sara. And he's picked it up out wide. There's the whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Ajax really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Substitution for Ajax, number 53.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
That'll be a throw-in. Ajax do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Oh, this looks sharp. Torreira. That's an excellent interception. Cherki Ndika gets across to intercept that. And it's Sara. Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Sara is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got away. Can he finish? Just cruising. They are cruising. And they are pulling clear here. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Gusto.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the...
Here's a chance! Sancho.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Menu.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's in plenty of space here. And it's Enrique. Stood up well to him there. Caio Enrique just loves to go forward whenever he can. He has found the way through. Cherki. There's the header! He's got a goal! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He's going for goal! They've scored! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Ajax playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Šeško. Well-timed, excellent interception. It's a really well-measured ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's a super give and go. Has a shot! No, he's missed it.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Substitution
Both sides
for
then
Ajax.
taking this chance to turn to their
13,
benches.
Valencia. Number 22, Palmer. Number 34, Lucas
Sara.
Coming on the field, number
Cristante.
39,
And it's Baina.
number
And it's
10,
Sara. Oh,
Baina.
good read.
Number
That's great
4,
positioning, so good from him.
Cristante.
Now it's
Substitution.
Kvaratskhelia. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Kolomwani. Gives it back. Sara. And here's Baina. Played back in. No way through. Cherki. Now that looks a decent ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now there's a fine ball. Tries to get it clear. Played out wide. In again. Oh, what a climb! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Great chance here from position A1. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Cherki! And for sure, that was not one of his best. Cristante. Kolomwani. And it's Sara. Looking for a runner. Not the most accurate pass. Gusto. Gusto calmly anticipates. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Ndika cuts out the pass. Cristante. Sara. Could move up a gear here. Tries to pass it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Sara. Kolomwani. Sara. He's tried one! Well, now it's a race for the ball. 4 added minutes on the board. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Plays a sharp little ball here. Longley gets over and intercepts. He won't be happy with that one. That's been slipped through. Gusto. And it's Cristante. Now it's Kolomwani. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that's it. Ajax cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.